Hello everybody, it is Anna here, and welcome back to another video. I'm extremely sorry for my inactivity throughout this year. I'll try my best to upload frequently and give you the best content I can. Today I have brought you a speed paint of two of my newest OCs, which aren't too uncreative to give any names, so I'll just refer to them as the twins throughout this video. If you enjoy this type of content, please make sure to like and possibly subscribe. It is free and you can always unsubscribe later if you do not enjoy my content anymore. If not, that is completely fine. I also have ideas for other stuff such as Minecraft or Among Us. So I'm looking forward to trying out new stuff on my channel and having a fresh start. Speaking of that, you can follow me on Twitch at twitch.tv/Anna_Durkana. I'd highly appreciate it. Anywho, back to the video itself. I decided to do a lineless drawing as I don't often do those anymore. I feel like it would be a great practice. Here I am pretty much doing the silhouette of our first character. It is a pretty nice process, however once you fill it up you have to cover all those pixel trails, which is pretty painful if I do say so myself. Here I start the coloring process and doing other basic stuff like that. I really enjoyed coloring this piece personally. I really like the aesthetic of the characters and coloring was really enjoyable for me.
I'm seeing shimmers in this long-lasting dream.
After I had finished coloring, I went ahead and repeated the same process but with the second character.
I'm wasting like most of my life watching paintings dry. I wanna take back the hours we last singing lullabies, lullabies. No, no one's tough when faced with time. We waste our lives lying, we're fine. We step on knives to pass that time. We waste our lives lying, we're fine. Lying, we're fine.
So here pretty much I had noticed that the eye patterns were on the wrong sides, and I was pretty afraid to modify it because I had already finished gluing everything and it could ruin the whole structure of the head. However, I went ahead and tried my best to make it look okay. So yeah, I managed to make it look fine and I really like how it turned out. Luckily I hadn't really destroyed any parts of the drawing by switching these, and I pretty much like it a lot better than before. And after all of that, it was finally time for shading, precisely the first layer of shadows. My shading style is pretty much based off of two weird brushes, one that I do the main shadows with and one that I use to blend the shadows. So at first it may look pretty weird. Now onto the blending. I kind of rushed this blending a lot. It could have been a lot more better, but it looks decent, I guess. I actually really struggled with that piece of fur that went over the muzzle for some reason. I honestly have no idea why. It was just impossible for me to do properly, but in the end I finally figured it out. So this whole portion is basically me trying to do that one bit of shading and finally figuring it out after 100 years of struggle and pain. So after I got done with the main base shadows, it was time for another shadow that is just there. I just ignore it for a while, like I always do. And then the first layer of lights, and shortly followed by the second layer of highlights. And then the third layer of highlights, because you can never have enough highlights. And then another layer of shadows and a lot of cleaning up after that mess. It's just chaos. I don't even know what to say to this part. It's just pure confusion. I'll actually give a shot at explaining the lighting and shading and stuff. First off, we have the main layer of lights, which just covers up most of the character most of the times. Then we have the other brighter lights, which I'm a bit more selective with, and then the highlights, which I'm extremely selective with. I think about the textures and what would be affected by the highlight, and then I just mess around with the big shadow thing, just erase some of that, make it pop out more. Then I add more shadows to add more depth. Sometimes they'll be just black, sometimes they'll be colored. it really depends on the drawing, and I just do that whole thing again on another character, and it's just never-ending cycle of shading. Here I'll start drawing very slight blood/gore, so if you're sensitive to that stuff you can just skip this timestamp on the screen right now. Thank you all for watching all the way through. I hope that you enjoyed this video. Please leave a comment down below with what you think, and I'll see you guys soon. Bye!